for my V-Roy to kiss Lily's V-Roy. Also a VTuber on Twitch now. And then Lily started talking about it, and over my break I was like,
I am Corona Inugami.
for when I can listen. Do I talk too fast for the lip sync?
Hey guys, if most of you don't know, a very popular Twitch streamer and former YouTuber known as Pokimane has started VTubing as of September 12th, and this has gotten many VTuber fans upset. I decided to take some real time to research and look in depth into this topic, so apologies if this video comes out a little late. Back to the main issue at hand. There are multiple reasons why many people are not happy with Pokimane's VTuber debut, and I'm just going to list the 3 main reasons I think is why. But before that, I'm just going to give some quick insight into Pokimane and some background. Imane, sorry for the bad pronunciation, or better known online as Pokimane, is a 24-year-old Canadian-Moroccan Twitch streamer and former YouTuber. She has over 5 million subscribers on YouTube, with videos averaging 1 million plus and 5.5 million followers on Twitch, with views recently averaging 30,000 views. Her YouTube and Twitch career exploded in 2018 when she started playing and commenting Fortnite, and later in that year, she started doing ASMR. Pokimane is known to have a simp-based fanbase. She's recently had controversies about having lied about not having a boyfriend, and last month it was revealed online that she indeed had a boyfriend and was caught lying to fans after claiming multiple times that she was single, which forced her to make an apology video, and she has also been in controversies that involved YouTube copyright strike abuse when people make negative comments or negative videos and use the images of Pokimane. She would copyright strike these videos, and the creators would then be punished. Her ASMR controversy has also been a little mixed, as she stated, "ASMR is not a sexual thing. I wish people wouldn't dismiss it as being sexual," is what she was quoted saying. While many people have pointed out some people have pointed out that ASMR is in fact overly sexualized when she does it, and the controversy goes on and on and on. But these are just some of the main controversies Pokimane has had in the past. Pokimane came back to streaming after a short hiatus from the boyfriend incident. Then on September 12th, Pokimane came and debuted her new VTuber model along with her new layout as official VTuber. Many VTuber fans and people of the community are outraged due to the fact that Pokimane is joining VTubing so late and she could potentially ruin VTubing. People on the other side of the coin say that Pokimane should be allowed to VTube since it's her choice, since she can bring more views to VTubing and essentially grow the market. VTubing has recently gained a lot of traction with agencies like HoloLive, Nisi-Sanji, and .live. Now Pokimane has released a message on Twitter talking about the issue, which I'll play for you right now.
Yeah, I'm glad. I didn't want to seem like I was taking something that exists and then, I don't know, acting like I came up with it. This is like long before my time, so please, I recommend you look into it, especially on YouTube if you're interested in this sort of thing.
Tweets are coming in, and it's pretty much a left or right situation. Tweets like this are coming in on the side that basically are disapproving of Pokimane's actions, and other supportive tweets are also following as well. So who's right and who's wrong? Well, I'm gonna give my opinion on the matter, and first of all, I think that Pokimane has a right to be a VTuber, as she stated in the clip. But, again, she took the wrong avenue to become a VTuber, in my opinion. She, for one, shouldn't have gone into VTubing so quickly because she didn't take the time to really look at what VTubing is. She didn't address popular VTubing agencies when she talks. Honestly, she didn't have to address it, but I think everyone knows who she's talking about when she talks about VTubing and the community, which is essentially HoloLive, Nisi-Sanji, .live, the big ones. It's pretty noticeable that Pokimane doesn't have a lot of knowledge in the VTuber scene. Honestly, many fans also can have a hard time seeing what actually appeals to people with VTubing. And I personally think that VTubing has a huge appeal when it comes to that alluring mystery of who is behind that camera. Watching essentially a blank and unknown person react and grow while depicted as an anime model, and for the most part, a female anime girl. VTubing right now has been pioneered by Japanese VTubers, and due to this, a lot of the culture and narrative surrounding VTubing is heavily rooted in Japanese culture, respectively. And I think in a good way, it's also adding elements of Western culture as we move forward, but not too much. I think the VTuber community is definitely different to Pokimane's usual crowd. HoloLive and Nisi-Sanji facilitate a group of fans to support these VTubers and the voices, a collective group or agency that push idols, people who sing, dance, and have fun live streams, pushing a storyline and narrative rather than sexualizing any parts of the model. Of course, there are VTubers who talk about that sometimes, but many watch to see entertaining creative voices people make when utilizing their 3D and 2D models respectively. That's why when it comes to Pokimane, I think she should have taken some more time to support these channels, whether on Twitter or using her social media, and to at least recognize them, to kind of show that she understands the community and that she's not there to steal views. I think it's pretty clear at this point that Pokimane is joining VTubing not for mainly the creative outlet that people usually look for when they VTube, but mainly I think to save face from the boyfriend incident, also to tap into a market that really hasn't been saturated yet. But again, to you Pokimane fans out there, these are just my thoughts on the matter. I don't believe Pokimane is an evil person that people are making her out to be, but she's entering a community where thought and timing is especially important, since she just debuted alongside 5 new English VTubers from Hololive, also known as Myth. Myth debuted last week, or the week of September 9th, so her timing really wasn't that great, but I think it's more coincidence, to be honest. Another issue I have with Pokimane, and the second issue I'm going to talk about, is the oversaturation possibility. This, I think, is the main issue people have with Pokimane at the moment. Her singular self is not what's widely going to affect VTubing, but her crowd can bring in some more people to essentially become VTubers and basically create a rise in VTube debuting. And since it's not an agency and Pokimane is not facilitating these new VTubers, with more VTubers, it means more competition for those existing VTubers, and in turn it can potentially shut down these smaller VTuber channels with less subscribers and less viewers. But after the Pokimane boyfriend incident controversy, I don't think Pokimane will ever get as big as she once did, whether on YouTube or Twitch in her case right now. And I think a new persona took over Pokimane's gap that she left when she left YouTube for a little bit. Mainly a YouTuber by the name SS Sniper Wolf, who seems to have ads and recommended videos everywhere, continuing to replace Pokimane's old brand after her hiatus. Honestly, 30,000 views for a 5.5 million follow Twitch streamer, it isn't great for a debut stream, and I think she has lost a large portion of her fan base, which won't be returning. So hopefully saturation, people joining the YouTuber bandwagon, won't be too much of an issue in the future. However, one can never really know what the future holds. My final point, and I think my personal biggest issue with Pokimane and her VTuber debut, is that I just don't think Pokimane has the talent to be a VTuber, to be honest. I'll explain. Many VTubers like Hololive members, for example, have extraordinary talents. Many can sing, almost all can manipulate their voices and be similar to Japanese anime voice actors. Some can dance, some can play instruments, and the list goes on. All these VTuber members have to audition for an agency to really become a VTuber or even recognized as a VTuber when they receive their 2D and 3D models. This means there is not a fan favorite system or a popularity contest, but rather an audition, and probably like most auditions, callbacks, test screenings, etc. Pokimane joined VTubing and probably thought it was a cool little niche. Behind the scenes of these popular VTubers right now, they work extremely hard to manipulate their voices and not let their real voices leak, to create a character and also personalities and personas. Their characters are embedded into their personal lives as well when they talk about their stories. They do training, and honestly, a lot of them just have pure talent. Some manga illustrators are VTubers, many former idols are VTubers, artists, former VTubers from way back in 2018 on Nico Nico. The VTubers in Hololive and Nizi Sanji are not amateurs and wandering people joining a niche. Even lower sub counts on some Hololive or VTubers don't equate to what the person can actually do. So with Pokimane, she has no real voice acting experience. She does have charisma with people, I'll give her that, but again, she isn't a real storyteller like some of these Japanese VTubers. If I'm being honest, she can't attract overseas and Eastern nation viewers because the language barrier exists, while VTubers in Japan are slowly expanding English onto streams more frequently and producing more Duolingo people through hard work. I'm gonna show a small clip of Pokimane's Twitch moments on her debut stream, like her first probably couple 30 seconds to a minute, just to kind of show off what she is doing as a VTuber.
And yes, Lily is, well, I can't speak on behalf of Lily, but you guys do know that she has mentioned VTubing a lot. And I can't wait for my, do you call this a model or a V-roid? I don't know. But I can't wait for mine to kiss hers. I don't have a kissy face. I don't really know what. I can't wait for my V-roid to kiss Lily's V-roid. Okay. I really want to fix the mouth part. That's so freaky. I love love this one. When you eat pizza for quarantine a lot, people fat. Okay, listen, Mimi was not even fat here. 1 sec, I want to put some music on. Mimi was not even fat there. She just like, it's just fur, you know? She just gets along. This is a really good squad, but let's go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was her on.
But we need people to stick together more.
Dude, Five called it in the beginning.
Yeah, what happened? Everyone said I forgot to send 100 over.
Okay, your message.
And after watching the clip, my feelings personally were she kind of is cringy, to be honest. Watching it was very, very cringy. That's the truth. Pokimane has to understand the fan base. There is no guarantee for VTubing, and honestly, people aren't there to watch a 2D, 3D character. You have a better shot doing face cams if you want those types of views. People watch VTubers because of the dedication to the character and amazing performances, which I think is a message lost. Even Pokimane's model, if I'm going to be honest, looks like something that belongs to the Kizuna Ice 2016 era, except more of a knockoff. Not to hate the artist. I get the artist went for a look similar to maybe Toki no Sora and also used Pokimane's features, but it's common. It's honestly cringy to look at and embarrassing to look at. If you look at Pokimane's model and you put it side by side with Nishi Sanji's Dot Lives and even Hololive's perfected models, which keep improving somehow generation by generation. These artists take pride in their craft. They're not doing it for this whole money and this publicity. They create this beautiful artwork. You can tell that the artists have a lot of creative freedom when making these models, and they put a lot of their own selves into it. Whereas Pokimane issues a model and say, hey, make it look like me, and boom, there you are. Just a quick little clip I'm going to show is just basically going to explain this whole situation, I think, best. This is a clip from a League of Legends event, and you can see two girls that are actual K-pop stars singing and dancing. They're from a popular video that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard about in the past. Next, you have the rest of the girls. Well, yeah, they stick out like a sore thumb if you watch the clip in some of these scenes and shots. What do the K-pop idols have on stage that the rest of the other girls? It's talent. It's perfecting craft. It's hard work and dedication. No offense to the other girls, but that's just the gap they have between the idols. The other girls on stage honestly are there because of their publicity and not really because of their raw singing talent and their raw skills. It's really because their social media exploded. Like this one girl right here, she exploded because Justin Bieber found her. That's kind of how it went from there.
Not really sure how to feel about it. It's something in the way you move that makes me feel like I can't live without you, and it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living.
I don't want to knock any of the girls in the video that aren't the K-pop idols, but it's just apparent. You can see how awkward it is for people to watch when you see these two girls just nailing their scenes, nailing their singing parts, nailing their dancing parts, and then you see these two girls that are kind of just there like in the background kind of trying to keep up, but they really can't, and it's just a lack of time, experience, and the list keeps growing for Pokimane's issues on this, but I'm just gonna stop right there for now. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm very tired. I'm still editing this video and it has been a lot of hours spent, but anyways, back to the video. Currently Pokimane's VTuber debut had 1.7 million views and counting, while the past 2 days on September 16th and 15th without her VTuber model only have 15 to 30,000 views respectively, but they've grown to 70,000, and her past videos have also gone to 700,000 to 300,000 to 100,000 to 30,000. So all of her view numbers are really just fluctuating like crazy. It's not really a stable thing right now. This may bode some bad news for people who are not big fans of Pokimane in the VTuber community, that she had these high numbers. However, I think that her views are mainly from people who are just curious or people that are very against her streaming in VTubing. So that is also that. However, funny enough, parts of her VTuber stream, like a lot of her stream is muted due to copyrighted audio, where she watched some VTuber videos and she just didn't pay attention to copyright, and Japan is very strict on that. So yeah, she got copyright on that, and a lot of her stream is muted, so I think that's why she might take it down. Good news for those of you who like Pokimane and support her. She has a friend named Lily Pichu, who is also a big YouTuber and big name, and she will be joining Pokimane and debuting as a VTuber, as she announced. And This bodes not so great news for people like me, unfortunately, who talked about the points about not wanting to have more people that are big names entering VTubing just to enter VTubing. And she does have credentials in the past for her artwork, and I did look at it, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being very objective here. I'm not being anti Lily Pichu or anti Pokimane. She has no voice acting experience at all, no singing experience, basically just a big name, and all the viewers are pulling her weight. I don't like it. There's nothing we can really do. I mean, it seems like Lily Pichu is really just going to support Pokimane since a lot of people have been against it. And Lily Pichu has also posted online saying the VTuber community shouldn't be gatekeeping. But again, I don't think it's gatekeeping. I think it's really just how it is. If you want to call it gatekeeping, you can call it gatekeeping, but I think it's really just you need to have a standard of who can join and who can't, and you have to have a certain amount of experience and talent and skills. You cannot just go and say, I want to be an idol or I want to be a VTuber and I just want to have an anime model. It doesn't really get like that. You can't have one part or the other. You gotta really have both. You can't just be a person with an anime model and then tear down what these idols in Japan have been working so hard to produce as an image, and basically you're just tearing that down saying we are gatekeeping. They are not gatekeeping. Fans of VTubing I think are not gatekeeping for the most part. There may be some people that are doing that, but it's really just to keep the level of standard high. And to be honest, Pokimane and Lily Pichu, they're gonna bring that bar down, that standard level of singing, dancing, musical talents, stream storytelling, all this stuff, artwork. Like I said with the K-pop video, I'm going on a rant now. If you pair up them, it's the same thing. You cannot pair up an amateur with a professional. And there are amateurs and there are professionals, but if you're on the same stage, it doesn't make sense, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll give this ending to the past me who's edited this video before. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this newsish video update. I hope to interact and to get to see your comments down below after I edit and post this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.